Hello everybody, this is Momo from TheMomoZone here on YouTube. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today I have a very special guest here with me today. That's right, this is my other half, Krila.
Hi, how you doing, everybody?
Great. Thank you for actually, sitting in front of the camera with me, because I know that, you like staying out of these things, but this is important.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. This episode is going to be called When Your Word Melts Down. Now, if you guys have noticed, I have removed all the videos from the series When Love Melts Down. Why, you ask? Well, I'll give you a very good reason. It would seem that I will call them J and M, because when things start getting a little paranoid, that's when it gets weird. I got home today and I listened to my messages, and
we both heard them.
We both heard them.
Yeah.
And then to my surprise, I have Jay that's on there. And he's basically going, look, I want you to remove all the episodes because, I never really gave you permission to put them on there. And
I'm having second thoughts about the whole video project. And I would really appreciate if you take it down and just stop the whole thing, because really, you didn't ask to film us and you didn't ask to put it up, so.
I thought, wow, that's really strange. I thought we were working on something together here, and then I went to my next message. And that's when I hear M, who is on the other end.
Who's the female of the story.
Who's the female of the story. And she's basically telling me that she has called the cops and has instructed me that within 24 hours she wants me to remove these videos. Otherwise, she will get a lawyer to come on and sue me, etc., etc.
I called the police station and I advised them of the situation. If you do not remove those things within 24 hours, I will be getting a hold of a lawyer, and I will be suing you for emotional damages. I'm
pretty much in shock.
It's interesting the way that you can learn so much about human nature on something, as benign as a YouTube episode. What's interesting is that these two people came here for a very specific purpose. They were at the end of their relationship, and Momo offered to help them to clear the air and to help them to communicate and to be a mediator between them. And as they know, Momo does this on YouTube. So, you see them saying hello to the camera, you see them talking about the YouTube people.
On that note, why don't we look at the camera and we do what I do at the end of every video, which is peace out. That's right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this.
Today, they've had a change of mind, obviously. And what my analysis is that they maybe didn't like what they saw in each other or themselves, and they got cold feet or insecure about it. And I think that, as humans, sometimes we're afraid of being vulnerable or being seen as vulnerable. And instead of just calling up Momo and saying, dude, this is too much for me to handle, can you please take it off? They acted as if all of a sudden, Momo was the instigator or the enemy, or that they didn't know that it was going on YouTube. So I think it's really too bad, because not only by doing that, they've basically cut off a relationship that was really starting to go somewhere. And what's really sad about it is that this was really something extremely positive, and it's ended on a negative note the day after Christmas. And that really, really sucks. And
let us not forget that we also had our buddy Leon from Slovenia that was part of this entire thing. You've sat through this whole conversation with us. Give us a little feel of what it feels like to have done this.
Oh, it's amazing. It's one of the first times doing this Skype conversations.
My entire goal of having these people come over, like I said, was not to have a tit for tat and say, okay, what's the problem in the relationship? And what I did was I basically took the fact that they were both artists and I compared art to relationships.
And that was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I broke it down. I said, what's your art? What's your art? Do you like his art?
I think he's genius. I think he shortchanges himself. I think he's absolutely wonderful.
Do you like her art?
And she showed me some of her artwork, and I just thought, this is a really amazingly talented woman.
And then I pushed it through the level to basically explain how people love art, and people take the care and the time to, you know, figure out what the colors, the textures, the motive, you know, the demographics of what it is they're trying to accomplish. Very similar to a good relationship now, isn't it?
Too much.
I gotta be telling you, it took me like 4 days, like to
Yeah.
chop through that stuff, because the whole thing that you guys saw was like, you know, a total of about an hour worth of material. But let me tell you, there was about 6 hours worth of material that was filmed,
Yeah, it was a marathon.
it was a marathon, and nothing was ever said untastefully or bad, or nobody got
the
to pick
opposite.
on anybody. What I think really did it, or one of the things at least, is that there was a couple of people, maybe only 2 people, you know, or 3 people, or maybe, you know, that left like some comments that were against M-ish and the other one against J-ish a little bit. You know what I mean? So
And that freaked them out.
that freaks them out. But
Probably.
but you know what's really interesting about the lesson in that?
No.
Let's say that is what freaked them out. It's like, this is why people that are in the entertainment industry, if you're wise, you won't read your own critics. Right? You know that. You got to learn that stuff, and that people have got opinions, and it's the opinions. If the opinions get in the way and stop you from doing what you really want to do, then you got a problem. Now,
Oh yeah, that's huge, because that means that you're at the mercy of what someone else is thinking or their views on you, and you're basically paralyzed within your own fear. This is exactly it. They were willing. We even have a note saying how much this has helped him and everything, and then all of a sudden it's like wham.
Wham. You could at least give me the decency of calling me up
Yep.
after I spent all that time with you guys, as well as everything else that I have done and taught you guys on other occasions, and just call me up and say, Momo, I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Do you think you can remove that? No. Instead, we're calling the cops. You've talked to lawyers, etc., etc. You know what's messed up about that? I'll tell you what's messed up about that. I will call that the jumping the gun syndrome. And people who jump the gun like that, that means they jumped the gun in many other circumstances. I didn't put across any kind of misintentions or edginess or any kind of things that would state that I'm not both their friends, or at least friendly, and I respect everybody and everything that I do. So, you know, why would you do that? People out there who do things like that, and there's a lot of them, you can't go get your dream. You can't have your perfect relationship, not with yourself, not with a partner, not at work, and not with what you wish you're going to be when you grow up.
And it's even, they're living in a state of conflict, because if you can't, you know, own up to your feelings and say, you know, dude, I'm changing my mind, or, you know, I don't feel comfortable with this anymore, then what have you got? You know, you've got no cañadas.
And Jay, let me tell you, you know, for you to leave me a message and basically say that, well, you know, you're having second thoughts, and you never gave me your permission to do this, as if you didn't know what was going on in the first place. Please look at the notes that you have left me here. So now what does that mean? This is part of a syndrome, the jumping the gun syndrome, that affects so many people. You're gonna lose friends, lose opportunities. Some opportunities only come by once, and then there's years and years and years between those kind of opportunities again. And sometimes you just have to lose something in order to learn a lesson, and then you'll start again with new people, and you don't make the same mistake. That's the gift. That's the hidden gift. The gift that you don't know you got that you think you figured out by yourself. I'm sorry it had to turn out this way. For all of you who did watch these 7-part series, I thank you very much for the comments and the people that it affected. It was edited and put together in a very tasty way that didn't go out and really point the finger at anybody, but just let an open lesson, gave us a chance to reflect on each other through people.
And it was a real reflection of modern day relationships as well, and how the dynamics between, you know, what certain women want and what certain men want. And I thought it was really generous and cool.
I also want to say that there are a lot of people who do give amazing recognition. I really want to thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. I'm giving it to everybody. I'm taking the time to make this happen. We're coming out on the Accelerator Tour, and I'm going to be giving free services to all the people we meet in the form of photo shoots, videos, movies, websites, definition, coaching, guiding, musical soundtracks, etc. Tell your friends. Let's turn this accelerator thing into a great working tool and a lesson so we can reflect on each other. And that's it, you know. I want to thank Quila for taking the time to share this moment with us.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm also I'm sorry this turned out this way. You know, it's unfortunately that's just the way the ball bounces.
Well, it's a lesson, right?
It's a lesson. So in closing, I want to wish J and M a great life, and together or apart. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, write, and you rock. Peace out.
Peace out.